Hey everyone, Branden back to another episode of Brandon's Boy Problems. Today's episode is about social media and relationships. So, in my last relationship, social media was a big issue since my ex had me blocked on all social media before I even know he had social media, and that really just allowed a big sense of dishonesty, distrust, and discomfort in the relationship. I constantly see people like posting like, if you want a successful relationship, you should keep social media off of it. But to me, that just feels like being back in the closet. Like, to me, that seems like you're hiding your relationship, you're hiding it from the world. It's like, yeah, you don't have to show your relationship off to the world. Like, you have the right to keep it private, but I also feel like it'd be like feeling like a dirty little secret. And it's like, I've been in so many situationships and past relationships where it's just, I always felt like I was a secret because they were like uncomfortable with their sexuality or were hiding some other secrets. And I personally just feel like I'm 30 years old. I'm too old for that. Like, I don't want to be with someone that's hiding me. I want to be someone that's comfortable with their sexuality, comfortable with our relationship, comfortable with showing me off to the world. And it's like, in my current relationship, I do have that sense of he brings around his friends, his family, everyone knows about me, everyone knows he's in a relationship, and it's not like I'm a secret. But I also just feel like the whole social media thing is an issue because I feel like I constantly post him on my page, but he rarely ever posts me on his. And he has posted me before, and I felt like I never posted him until after he posted me, and it was a big like feeling that he did make the step to post me on his page. I never had that happen before in any relationship I'd ever been in, but we did have issues like the next day, so I kind of feel like it ruined the whole sense of we're taking this next level to be public with each other. With you posting on social media only to tell me that you've been seeing someone else behind my back the next day. So I kind of ruined the whole experience for me, but I also just feel like, okay, we got past it. Now we're actually official. We're monogamous. We're in a kind of relationship. So I feel like, why have you never posted me on your page until after that? And I guess he did start posting me in a story, but I also just feel like there's a difference between your story and your actual page. Your page is there forever. Your story is just there for 24 hours and gone. So it's like, if your guy just posted you in his story, it kind of just feels like, I don't know, it's not the same. It's like you just want to feel like you're putting in the same effort in the relationship with someone else. And I just feel like, in a way, social media shouldn't matter or have that much weight in your relationship. But I also feel like there's a big difference when it feels like someone's portraying themselves as single or not on social media when they are in a relationship. Like, that's when it's a problem. And my boyfriend doesn't do that. He's not portraying himself as single on social media, but it would be nice to just feel like posted more, since it's like I post him like 10 times more than he ever posts me. And I just personally feel like that's an issue for me. Like, I do feel like there's no like limit, or I feel like you need to post me this much or do this much or blah blah blah. But I also just feel like it would be nice just to feel like you are being publicly addressed more in the relationship. Like, there's been no like public addressing of situations like anniversaries or birthdays or anything since like Halloween. I didn't even get like a birthday shout out on social media. Like, that is probably what bothers me. Even though we worked together in New York for my birthday, so it's like we did something together. So again, like, yeah, spending time together in person is more important than social media. But like, if you go on a trip together and the only pic they post from the trip is just a solo picture of them, when it's like you took dozens of pictures together, I feel like there is a right to be upset about that. Like, if we're going on vacations and trips and you only post one picture of yourself and none of the dozens of pictures you took with your boyfriend, that is kind of a problem. Like, and it's not like posting on social media is about seeking validation from others, but it's more so seeking validation from your partner. Like, why aren't you comfortable with showing me off? And like he says, like, he's never posted like any of his exes on social media. I'm the first person he ever posted on social media. But it's also like, okay, like, but you did it in the beginning, so why haven't you done it again, like 5 months later, for any other occasion that we've been together or for any other time we spent together? I just feel like social media shouldn't have that much weight in relationships, but in reality it does. Like, you can't even compare it to like the past because they didn't have social media. Like, social media has become a big thing in the past decade, so it is impossible to subtract social media from relationships, especially when most relationships nowadays start on social media. But I just feel like, for me personally, I have always felt like I had to be like secretive about relationships because they weren't comfortable with sexuality or like whatnot, or we weren't official. And then it's like, even in my last official relationship, I would post my boyfriend on my page, but like, I didn't even know he had an Instagram. He had a whole secret Instagram for me, and that was like a big issue. So I feel like I don't ever want to deal with social media being a problem in my relationships. I also just feel like if your partner doesn't want to post you on social media or isn't showing you off as much as you show them off. It just feels like, what is going on? But it could be like making much ado about nothing, because it's like we do spend all our time together. We are together in real life. We do have each other in real life. So it's like social media shouldn't be an added factor. But I also feel like certain things, like we were Facebook friends before, but then like we had a fight, and then like I blocked and removed him, and then now he refuses to add me back, which annoys me because I feel like, okay, we got over that fight like months ago, so why are you still refusing to add me back? Like, that's stupid to me when you added me in the beginning and it wasn't a problem. And now for me it's a problem because you refused to add me back, even though we got past that situation. But it feels like you're holding on to the situation by not getting back to the level we were at before that situation. And it's like, not even like, I don't even like interacting that much on Facebook, just kind of like, I don't like secret social media. I don't feel like social media should be a secret in a relationship. Like, you shouldn't have social media in a relationship when it's like you don't know what your partner is like doing or posting or seeing. And it's like, I feel like since I am very big on social media, it's like I want that support from my partner to like my posts, especially like if I post something with like my acting or my writing or whatnot. It's like you would like that support from your partner, even just like a like or a comment. But like if you're not even together on social media, you can't do that. And it's like in my actual relationship, like it was that level. It's like I'm never getting that support when I'm posting like big accomplishments like for me on social media, and it's like I'm not even getting likes or support from my boyfriend. Like, and I also feel like, yeah, you can tell them in real life or text them. I also kind of feel like if I'm posting something publicly, why do I have to tell you privately when it's public? Like, if I'm posting something publicly, you should be able to see it publicly. I shouldn't have to tell you everything in private when it's out there for the world to see, but I have to tell you in private because you don't want to be with me on social media. Like, it's just very superficial, I guess, in a way, to like feel like the only issue in a relationship is like social media at the moment. But I also just feel like the reality is social media can cause issues in relationships. So it's not really about social media. It's not like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter is causing the problem. It's a feeling of what your partner is or isn't doing that feels like the bigger issue in relationships. But I don't feel like social media issues are like worthy of like ending the relationship over. But I feel like they do highlight other issues of not feeling that validation from your partner in the relationship, and that they're not publicly posting or expressing or doing the same things that you are when you are on social media. But thanks for joining for this episode of Branden's Boy Problems.